Greetings, mortals, and welcome back to Bioshock New Game Survivor here on Kato's Corners. How y'all doing today? Fantastic. Anyways, so we are now here at Apollo Square. And this is, let's just say, this is the poor district of Rapture.
My God, I had no idea. There's armed men all over the place. I saw a woman climb over the fence trying to escape. One of Ryan's guards pointed at her.
Insect Swarm 3.
Fire. Just like that. What's happening here?
Alright, just confirming I've completed the Little Sister research. I've also completed the Rosie research. Security camera research is complete. I'm trying to think about what research. I believe that's all the research complete at this point. So if you've been following along with this walkthrough endeavor, you should either be close to completing all of your subject research, because once you complete, because there is an achievement for completing 100% all of the research in this game. Anyways, let's get set up for the next Big Daddy fight against this Rosie. I'm gonna go ahead and get some heat-seeking RPGs. And interesting. Not sure why the Rosie just decided to randomly throw a proximity mine. I did not antagonize her in any way, so it's... Well, anyways, time to fight. Okay, we get some incinerate bolts off. Ow. Yeah, Rosie's hit real hard. Gonna use this pillar for cover. I am down to my last med kit. This is getting... Yeah, these Big Daddy fights get real close on Survivor. The late game fights. Anyways, let's rescue the little sister.
No! 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 No!
Let's see if the... Okay, got some crafting materials from the Big Daddy we just defeated. Oh, what's the next plasmid? Security bullseye.
Welcome to the circus.
I'm going to attempt to hack this. Okay. At this stage, if you're not investing in engineering tonic slots or putting plasmids into reducing flow speed difficulty, you're gonna have a real difficult time, especially if you're playing this on console, getting these pipe puzzles solved. My recommendation for engineering tonic slots: go for reduced flow speed and fewer alarm tiles. There's alarm tiles, and then there's the explodey tiles. Fewer of both. Okay. Praise be the safety save. And now...
Don't run!
Trying to remember what the main objective is here in Apollo Square. Uh-oh. Yes! Winter Blast 3! We have won the Plasmid Lottery.
Who is that?
Alright, let's go ahead and frost his flakes, and let's spank him down. Greetings.
I smell something nasty.
Whoa, hey, listen. Take a shower, lady. By the way, you can also freeze the turrets and still auto-hack them. The more you know. Uh-oh. Target dummy. Yay. I can slightly distract my enemies.
Re-engineer your plasmids in the state containers put you in. You'll just have to make do with what you have.
Fine.
I bribed one of the gorillas at the gate to let me in. It's awful in here. To my right, I can see a dead woman lying in the street. Everybody just walking by her like she was there. But I noticed something spray painted everywhere. Atlas lives. I mean, I don't know what it means, but something tells me it's important to these people.
And we're gonna connect the pipes, and there we go. Yeah! Alright, is there anything I want to craft here? Heat-seeking RPGs, some trap bolts. I don't believe I even used the trap bolts for the remainder of this playthrough. I'll auto-hack this because I got impatient. I'll get the electric bucks. I picked up some other ammunition. All the cool shit tends to be limited.
I'm sorry, Father. I'll do what you say. I'll do what you say. Your river turns to blood.
Electric Bolt 3. Alright, pretty good. Yeah, enemies get pretty tanky in the late game. Beware of how many boinks it's gonna take. Some boinks on the head. Oh, it's bonks on the head. Pretty sure boink means something different. Be sure to hack your turrets. After all, an unhacked turret is a safety hazard. That turret's really saying... Don't even know what I got, and I don't care. Oh, it's in rage. Yeah. Go have that guy beat up this other guy, the plasmid. That's really what enrage boils down to. Ow, 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 ow. Ow, ow. Man, so many owies. Yeah, I'm starting to realize that guns become less effective as you get into the late game. But beating dudes off with your wrench, man, that shit's just evergreen. Time to go and whack off Tickle Jimmy. Whacking Tickle Jimmy. And then we'll spank Dandy down. Alright, so now that we've entered into the complex, I'm now going to set my hand on fire temporarily. And we're just gonna splunk our way through these abandoned apartments. It's like in Olympus Heights, but this is the poor version. Jack is probably going to be a bit itchier leaving this place. Let's go ahead and just equip these armored piercing rounds and... Oh, hang on. Huh. Good thing I had the damage research bonus from those sentry... Anyways, I have buffs that makes it easier to beat up dudes and robots in the late game. That's why we took all those pictures. Jack's intense engagement in photography was so that he could fight his enemies just a bit more efficiently. Because as you can see here in the late game, even with all of these research damage bonuses stacked up, it still takes quite a few hits to take him out. New game survivor difficulty is essentially you got to engage in all the mechanics, stack all the buffs you can, really come up with a solid build. And yeah. Oh wait, I got telekinesis. Right. The security camera is holding me back for the time being, but not to worry. I shall overcome this trial and tribulation. Where is it? Bulletproof glass. It's armor-piercing rounds, too. Damn. You sure this is the poor district? Anyways, security camera has been bonked. Ow. Yeah, not having access to Winter Blast or Electro Bolt on demand makes going against these... 1 second. Cyclone Trap 2, I don't believe I used this once. Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. Anyways. Just heal up, Jack. There we go. Yeah, I'm burning through first aid kits like they're a mighty bag of candy. And boy, do I want to preserve that sugar and savor it. Uh-oh.
Dr. Suchong, client Ryan Industries. Very frustrating day. I can't seem to get the damn Big Daddies to imprint on the little brats. The protection bond is just not forming.
Papa Suchong.
Get away. Maybe if I modify the genetic sequence sequence to allow for... Get away, you filthy little shit! What? What are you doing? Get back! Get back!
So, pretty sure that's Suchon, and, yeah, he found a way to imprint the, Big Daddies. He made the ultimate sacrifice for his own science. Also, get fucked, asshole. And now we are continuing.
Now you are having freedom. Suchong's drugs should have no hold on you. Take the bathysphere to Point Prometheus. It is time for this matter to be settled.
And now that we've consumed the other amount of Lot 192, Jack finally has regained full control of his plasmid arsenal.
I heard that.
Oh, did you now? Well. What are you gonna do about it? Poor Jack here has regained control of his plasmids. Medical Expert 3, a huge find. I just replaced Booze Hound. Easy replace. Our first aid kits should now be healing just a bit more. Whoa. Was this the chick that got pissed at me for existing earlier? Oh well. Sounds like a skill issue on her part. But now that we got Winter Blast 3, we can now auto-hack turrets at will again. Most excellent. Ow, ow. My turret is also firing at me. Heal first, and then we tap it. Okay, freeze it, and then... can't quite find a relevant word that rhymes with freeze. But I got the camera. Which, at this point, I don't even need any more camera or film. I've completed... Ooh. A red room. Jack is in... Jack feels quite comfortable in the red room. For he is one with the film. Automated sliding doors. Really, this is the poor district. Okay, Now that Jack has acquired all of the lots of 192, he now has full access back to his plasmid powers. Now that he has full access back to his plasmid powers, Jack will now need to make his way out of the poor district. He does, however, have one additional Big Daddy fight before we can officially move on. So,
What is that?
just kind of scrounging for supplies for the time being, making our way back. Praise be the safety save. You know how it is. Okay, let's keep going forward. Let's see what's out and about.
Miles of the water.
5, 6.
All right, I hear another Big Daddy. That'll be our second fight. We only have 2 Big Daddy fights in Apollo Square. We've already fought one. Coming up will be our second fight in Apollo Square. Dude tried to tickle the turrets, dumb fuck. All right, we got our second Big Daddy fight coming up right here. Just gonna go ahead and survey the area, make sure I'm prepping and preparing. Okay, so we got stock up on first aid kits, any ammunition, nothing I need. Let's go ahead and get our arsenal prepped and ready. Electric bucks and the shotgun. Yep. Heat-seeking RPGs for the grenade launcher. Incendiary bolts for the crossbow. Also, if you want to get creative with the Big Daddy fights, you can also set trap bolts with the crossbow and bait the Big Daddy. Well, it works better against the bouncer Big Daddies, not so much for rosy Big Daddies, because they just stand back and just shoot projectiles at you anyways. However, to start off this fight, we're going to start with grenades. So I burned through all my heat-seeking RPGs. Now it's just regular frag grenades. I believe I just get the fight done with just a bunch of grenades, and that's about it. Alright, now let's go rescue the little sister.
I found her that way.
No!
What can I really do for these little ones? I am tempted by sins. But you, perhaps you unlock a future for them that I cannot even imagine. A little one heads your way with a gift. Please be careful.
Alright. Another little sister rescued, another care package from Tenenbaum. Most excellent. See, everyone? It pays to be kind and considerate to others. Alright, next care package, and oh, there's a bit of a safety hazard. Jack, you might want to remove that quickly. Okay, let's search the care package. We get the Prolific Inventor Engineering Tonic, which doubles the materials we get from stuff we invent and craft. Now, at this particular Gatherer's Garden, there is, I believe what I get is the final Engineering Tonic slots. Right there. Alright, and that's all 18 tonic slots total unlocked. 6 physical, 6 combat, and 6 engineering. I'm also gonna pick up Incinerate 3, just to get that full upgrade. I pick up Human Inferno. I briefly use it, but I'm gonna replace it soon after. I replaced Armored Shell 1 with it. Basically trading defense for offense. Alright, and that is all for the time being regarding the plasmid upgrades. So now I got Winter Blast 3, Telekinesis, and Incinerate 3. That's really all you need to just get through the late game. Meant for that to be Winter Blast 3, I ended up setting it on fire and then beating up the security camera. Whoa! And also the cool thing about Incinerate 3, you got a nice little AoE effect, so now you can set multiple splicers and robots on fire. Alright, this elevator will take you down to Point Prometheus, the next area.
Broke the spell!
Yep.
But laying all your chips on Mother Goose, it's not like you never been double-crossed before. You know what I'm saying?
Real talk coming from a guy who did just that to Jack earlier.
We'll discuss this like men. You, me, the submarine topside, and more at him than you can possibly imagine.
Alright, time to beat off more splicers. Hello. Hello. How you doing? Great. Now, right here I could take the bathysphere and go straight to the... Oh, it's Point Prometheus is next, not the Proving Grounds. The Proving Grounds is after Point Prometheus. However, we're not done just yet. We're not done with the episode. We need to backtrack and take care of a couple of things. Well, for one thing, here's the director's commentary for Apollo Square. This is where you can get that. But most importantly, we need to head back to Olympus Heights because I missed something. I could have taken care of this in the previous episode when I actually was in Olympus Heights. I'll go ahead and just take care of this little side quest just at the end of the Apollo Square bit. So, what I need to do is make my way back to Olympus Heights, the rich people apartment section of Rapture. And I am carefully studying the cartography. And now I can make my way. Wait, it's not cartography if it's in a structured set of buildings. I guess the cartography would be the ocean location.
Attention, a new curfew will be enacted on Thursday. Citizens found in violation will be relocated to Apollo Square.
Olympus Heights. It's time to make our way back to... I almost started following the arrow out of instinct. Quest arrow. Your guidance has been most excellent, but sometimes... Jack... Whoa. Didn't even know you were being ignored to begin with. But you did start shooting at me, so... I'm gonna have to, like, tell you to stop it, please. Here, have some more fire. Wow, napalm really isn't what it used to be, huh? So the reason that Jack here is making his way back to Olympus Heights is, he's gonna pay an old friend a visit. Just gotta get through one loading screen later, and back to Olympus Heights. Here we are. There is one particular apartment located in Olympus Heights. I am currently surveying the cartography to locate said apartment. Fun fact, it's like basically right there where I'm located. I'm gonna explore around a bit and eventually I put two and two together. Huh. And I was like, I wonder what that is. So, I make my way, and then I realized I was going the wrong way. Don't worry, I'll eventually find my way there. Here's what's gonna happen. I'm just gonna beat up some splicers for the time being. In a fit of rage. You know when you get lost and you just don't know where to go, what to do, you're just all like, Yeah, that's about the feeling I was having right about here. So, you know, I invented things out of a fit of rage. And I had a feeling, I'm like, something's not quite right. Something's missing. Am I truly going the right way?
At Surgical Savings, we'll happily work out an affordable payment plan for any major procedure. Potentially terminal illnesses won't wait until payday.
Okay, this is Suchan's apartment. Nope, not what we're looking for. That dude's dead. I believe I found what I was looking for. Nope. I have no idea who that dude is. Sander Cohen's apartment. Remember back in Fort Frolic when I said don't kill Sander Cohen? This is why.
Flapping in my home. Flap, 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 flap. Come into the light, little more. Come in.
If you kill Sander Cohen at the end of Fort Frolic, you will not have access to his apartment. By the way, the two dancing splicers are Houdinis, so be ready for that. Yeah, way ahead of you, bud. I already broke up the rhythm.
When will you ever learn to take instruction? I'm coming down there, little more. Coming down to teach you to dance.
I like how he's, like, not even implying he's gonna kill Jack. He's implying he's just gonna, like, severely discipline him. He's a better father figure than... And I use that in the more of like a mentor figure. And I use the word mentor in the loosest. It's Rapture. By the way, Sander Cohen has access to his own power to the People Station, which is why we want access to his apartment. So we get that sweet weapon upgrade. Power to the people, here we go. Machine gun kickback actually would be pretty good. Shotgun rate of fire. Everything else is just kind of whatever. I went with the shotgun rate of fire. That actually makes sense. I use the shotgun more often than I do the machine gun. Alright, now that we have gotten the, not only the weapon upgrade from Sander Cohen's apartment, we also acquired his lockbox key. So that lockbox that we couldn't get access to back at Fort Frolic, well, we can backtrack to Fort Frolic, we can unlock that box, and we can see what was inside. Or what is inside. We haven't checked yet. I know some of you might be just burning in anticipation for what could be inside the box of Cohen. First, I gotta get through another loading screen. Ah, what a lovely loading screen that was. It is now time to make our return to Apollo Square. Through Apollo Square, we shall make our way to Point Prometheus. Basically, it's the science center of Rapture. That's our next next destination. And you ever beat a dude off so hard they just turn into a Winterfresh gum commercial? Never mind. We'll eventually get our way. Remember, static dudes need the frosty tips. It is time to finally get out of here. I believe that's just about everything. Yep. Guys, take the elevator back down. If you just follow the path in here, it'll take the elevator down, and it's all like, wee. I'm synchronizing my wrench swings. It's a way to calibrate the precision of the swingage. Anyways, that about wraps up both Apollo Square and Olympus Heights. Thank you everyone for joining me on my wonderful adventures here on Bioshock New Game Survivor. Catch you all next time on Kato's Corners.